What's up, my beautiful people? Today is February 19th. I think I might have said that yesterday, but um, days are a little kind of blending into each other again. You know, it's that season, baby. We are in Pisces season, and I got called out on my shit yesterday from someone near and dear to my heart that really helped me see some things, and I want to acknowledge that. You know, I've noticed, I said a couple days ago in my energy report that I had some big downloads, big epiphanies, and I'm noticing something about myself. And maybe me explaining what I've noticed myself will help you guys understand on a deeper level, like the changes and the things going on in your lives. I've noticed that, I'm an Aries rising, 23 degrees Aries, and my rising sign is right on top of Eris, which is it's similar energy to Black Moon Lilith. And I felt this deep frustration, this deep almost irritation, like embarrassment of myself with, I've been working so hard. And I believe that that's a belief that's been ingrained in me and through my lineage, through my ancestry with, you got to work really hard to make that money, right? Just you got to hustle, you got to grind. And as much as I continue to do this spiritual work and I work on being in the present moment and talking about authenticity. My friend said to me, she's like, "You're not being authentic. I sense inauthenticity in your daily energy reports." And I got really, really triggered by that. And now sitting in the trigger, I was like, well, no, I preach authenticity all day long. I'm being authentic. And afterwards, I sat with that for a while. And I was like, why was I so triggered? What the hell's going on? And so to realize, there's a lot of change going on, especially for me. All this energy for me is happening in my 10th house of career, right? And it's squaring all the things in my first house of identity and coming out in the world and even my ego. And as I was looking through these things and really contemplating, like, how is it, maybe I'm lying to myself because, if someone can see that within me, then, clearly there's something there. And I know this person cares about seeing me succeed. So what I noticed is that whenever I have change going on, whenever I have growth, whenever I have something new coming in, I get all these things coming in from, like massive opportunities, massive ideas, massive things that I want to start and create. And I have this big project that I want to start, and it involves 100% of me. But notice that I've been trying to start, revolve, or even put money into new things, too many new things. And it's overwhelmed me. And of course I did this to myself. This is how, I sabotage myself. Whereas, I know intellectually that I need to start one thing, focus on that one thing and build it and grow it. And of course, I'm expanding and growing my opportunity community and, working on expanding, my presence online and my influence as well, not just online, but in, locally here in Las Vegas. And I've been, it's, starting these new things all require funding, require finance. And I've noticed that putting my money into too many things without a return immediately has put me in a state of scarcity, of lack. And money has been really, really coming up in a deep way, especially with all the changes going on in the world. And I see, I watched a few of my daily energy reports. I see, wow, I'm really trying to sell myself here. So I'm trying too hard. And that is a control dynamic that I notice that I'm sort of falling into. And as I'm working on rising, trying to rise too many places, it gets splintered, it gets scattered. And I've been feeling very scattered and trying to maintain control emotionally and financially. And also, with my physical fitness and my physical health has been eluding me quite a bit. And whenever I get too scattered, then I have a hard time sleeping. And then I have my escapism, tactics that I sort of, fall into. And I am recognizing that within myself. And it's making me go very deep within It's making me want to sort of retract from connecting to people. And then that, of course, is counterproductive to the expansion, because contraction, expansion at the same time, it doesn't work that way, right? So I am doing a lot of introspection, a lot of looking within to see how I'm doing this. In fact, I think that this little rash on my neck here has to do with my throat chakra, right? Not being honest with myself. And I've even been considering, even starting up an OnlyFans, right? So let me know what you guys think of that, if you'd like to see that. And, you know, who knows, maybe I'll give it a shot. I have a lot of things that I'm contemplating, but I'm seeing that I really need to get focused on this one thing. But this one thing I want to do is, it's delayed. You know, of course, Mercury retrograde. It's not happening as quickly as I would like to, and for the interim, because I've been going forward too much in too many directions. It's literally canceling it all out and then making it so that I'm overwhelmed and I don't want to be around people, and I cannot get all these things, you know, put together in an organized fashion. So, and then when I do that, I tend to push people away in my life that love and care about me. So if you are, you know, in my life, and I've been doing that, I sincerely apologize. You know, I'm, even though, like, and also too, I've noticed that the situation with my daughter, learning how to, it's almost like with children, you know, like, you have to put on this strength, right? This show of like, everything's okay, and there's nothing to worry about, because you don't want to, you don't want to have that negative effect on your children. And then I'm projecting this strength, you know, out here to you guys as well. At the same time, you know, promoting vulnerability, but trying to, you know, like acting as if, or being as if, putting out that strength out there, but not feeling it inside, is also a contradicting feeling. So I'm acknowledging that feeling within myself with you right now, that I've been feeling extremely vulnerable lately. And, you know, just feeling like, man, I put in so much work, especially in the last 3 years. I've really dedicated myself to putting in all this work. And it feels like it's been like stonewall after delay, after, you know, learn lesson. And and I feel like this, like, even people that I'm working with, that I'm healing, that I'm doing work with, I see them surpassing me, like getting these aha moments, these epiphanies, and figuring themselves out, and growing and healing and learning, where I feel like, you know, what about me? What about me? Why is it that I'm stuck? Why is it that I'm doing all this great work, and, you know, I figure karma should be coming back. I should be getting some good positive karma back, and it doesn't seem to be coming along in ways that I had expected or anticipated. Of course, expectation is the root of all suffering, right? So I want to say thank you to Christy. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for calling me out of my shit. I really, really appreciate it. And, you know, I'm taking a step back, and I'm looking within, and really diving into fully understanding and encompassing my truth, as opposed to my lack, and shifting my focus on figuring out one thing that I really want to do, and going into it. So let me know what you guys think about the OnlyFans thing. I don't know if that's going to interfere with my branding, or how that's going to work out, but, you know, I'd like to see what you guys think. And thank you guys so much for being, you know, such loyal subscribers, and, you know, loyal members of my community, and just, you know, watching these energy reports. And these energy reports are kind of like my way of giving back. It's like my journaling, right? Just speaking my truth, and stepping into these deeply vulnerable places that, you know, you constantly do this work, and this work never ends, guys. And it really never gets easier. We just get stronger with it. And I'm grateful and humbled that I have people in my life that will call me out, and that will help show me how to grow in these very vulnerable places, in these directions. So there's a lot of newness going on, and too much. I wouldn't say too much, because we always have a way of being able to navigate it, right? But this concentrated energy is very, very strong, very powerful, very deep. And I'm still learning as I'm teaching. I think the greatest teachers are also, eternal students. So I wanted to just thank you guys so much. And I hope that me explaining this about myself and my growth and my experience will help you to see, maybe some things that you've been a little curious or conflicted about in your own life, your own experience. So we are now in Pisces season, which is very mutable energy. It's less fixed. And I think that this mutability, this opportunity to see these things is going to get more prominent over the next few weeks, especially once Mercury goes direct here in the next day or two. Things are going to start lining up. We're going to start having these, clarity, and the pieces are going to start falling into place. I really truly do feel that and believe that. And I'm just so humbled and so grateful. So I hope you guys have a humbling and, a day full of gratitude and full of inspiration to condense and identify the one thing that you really want to do. In fact, please put down in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're going into. I'd like to hear your stories as well. All right. And hope to see you guys today on the Opportunity Community Call. And other than that, I will see you guys for the weekend energy report, and have a beautiful, beautiful February 19th. Aho.